What is going on, guys? It's Overcome here from Reconstruction Gaming, and today I am going to show you all of the collectibles for Doom Eternal Chapter 9, Terrace Nabad. At the very beginning, you are going to come through this tunnel. You're going to want to jump to the left to grab your first codex. Now, you guys will actually get a standalone trophy for collecting and completing all of everything in this specific chapter. That's doing all of these collectibles and all of the special encounters and the Slayer Gate, which I will show you all of those anyways. But come down here, break that wall right after, and grab this battery. Now, at the very first door you have to open, very close to where we just were, you're going to want to jump down here, be kind of careful, and it's right up here for a record. Now, there is a Slayer Gate in this mission, and if you followed all of my previous guides, this will be your final Slayer Gate. But that's going to be a little later. So you have to climb up this wall anyways for story path. When you get up here, just take a left before heading on to the right and grab your Predator suit point. Now, in a little bit, you guys are going to come to this big room. There is going to be a lot of enemies, and instead of a totem to power them up, it's going to be a specific demon. So you want to clear all these enemies out, break this wall. Now, this special encounter took me a couple tries. The two in this mission are definitely very challenging. They might take you a few attempts, only because where they both are located. Like this one, we just had a giant fight in this area. And so kind of running low on ammo at this point, but just keep at it. You will eventually get it. I actually died right there, and thank God for those extra lives we've been collecting, and it gave me the appropriate amount that I needed, and I just got it under a second. Definitely probably the most challenging one I've come across so far. But anyways, when you're done with that, go back to where the special encounter was and come hit this button. This button will move the statue forward so you can get out, and it'll open the gate right to the right of it. Now, this is going to be our first mastery tokens. Now, what these do is you have to do a certain challenge to unlock the mastery for almost all weapons. But what that is, it's basically a cheat. It kind of gives you can just spend one of those coins and do one of the mastery things without doing the challenge. So if I was you, I would really pick the ones that either you don't want to do or the ones that are hard for you, and spend these coins very sparingly only on the weapons that you absolutely do not want to do the challenge for. But that's also if you're going for the platinum. Anyways, from that, where we just broke the statue to push the button, just come down here. You're going to want to hit this chain down. It's going to bring you to another Sentinel battery. Now, in that same room, you're going to eventually open this gate where you can come down and swim and get the hazmat suit again, and you have to come down and swim in here. All story path, you have to come up here. You're going to come up to this wall. Just climb this wall all the way to the top. Once you get to the top here, you're going to want to turn around, and you're going to see a Predator suit point. Now, from this location, we are going to get two more. It's going to be a codex, and then it's going to be a toy. There will be a couple enemies in your way, but nothing too much. So just come up these little stairs right in here. I highly doubt you guys will miss it. But right from there, another statue that we have to break and hit this button. It will not open the gate for the toy, but it'll make this pressure point accessible to do. Oh. You just want to stand on this. It'll bring you a little short cutscene of the gate opening, and then go down all the way to the right, and you will find your toy. Now, a little later on, you'll have that little tiny cutscene right there, but as soon as it ends, I cut it all out so that way you guys didn't see any spoilers. But just drop down and grab this extra life. Now, jump up from here, and then you're going to want to jump up one more time, and then follow the pathway to the right. You'll see the codex there. Now, for the last layer point, I did not show you the key. I didn't show you, this is the Slayer Gate room. I'm just going to walk backwards because this is the easiest one to access. I'm just going to walk backwards here and just show you guys. The key is right in front of this gate. This right here. That's where the key is. You just grab the key and those gates unlock. So when you get to this, where you see this room, just take a left before you come into this room and you'll get that done. But right there you can see the question mark. There's actually going to be the second and last encounter also down here. This is probably the hardest encounter I've ever faced. It's the shield guy. He's kind of a pain in the ass. But I'm almost dying here when I actually pass this. All I can recommend is just make sure you guys are waiting for his green light to flicker on before you attack him. And he still eats quite a bit of bullets to take him down. He's kind of a pain in the ass. He's a cool looking enemy, but he's definitely a pain. But he actually killed me right there again. Once again, lucky of all these extra lives I'm showing. And once again, this was because I just was running out of ammo. I just didn't have a lot of ammo because the fight before it, and just it got a little tricky. But you're gonna, right in the next room, you're gonna go through a tunnel and you're gonna come up to this, and you're basically gonna be going out back into the sun. When you get up here, you're gonna be greeted with a big giant demon thing. But before you go up that way, you're gonna want to take a right, hit this codex, then take another right and hit this sentinel battery. And then on the other side of his giant leg, we are going to find a predator suit point and another toy. And then the toy is going to be located right from this location. You're just going to turn to the right and you'll see a breakable wall. Then after this, you're going to go up, you're going to interact with the demon. I'm not going to spoil anything. You're going to do what you got to do. And then you're going to come across here and you're going to fight right here. Once you clear them all out, excuse me, and I kind of mess up right here. I try to jump in other areas that the game didn't want me to. So I'm going to fail here twice. But just climb up right here where they want you to. Jump across. And then before you jump to the right to follow the story path here, just follow this wall just a little bit longer and you're going to see another one of those extra lives. Now once you jump across and you take out the enemies, you're going to come up this elevator. As soon as you come up this elevator, I did not clear out the enemies. You're just going to take a right. You're just going to follow this all the way around, and there's going to be another predator suit point. And then with the power of editing, I'm going to make all the enemies disappear. And from that location, we're just going to turn right around. We're going to come back up to where we were looking straight when we originally came up the elevator. Drop down, turn around, and then we're going to head to the left, and then we're going to head to the right. The left right here is going to be the crystal upgrade, and then the other side is going to be a burning codex. Now, all 6 codex in this chapter will get you a challenge as well. But from that location, we are going to jump in. We're going to get on this long bridge. Go ahead and kill this guy. There's going to be a hole in the floor to the right. We're going to drop right down, use this swing bar, and grab another extra life. Then once you go up the portal, you're going to come to a room in a little bit where you have to do this short puzzle, not too hard. And you're going to open this big door. The game's going to want you to do that, but before you go to the story and interact with that, grab this flaming codex. And then once you do that, you're going to come up an elevator, and you're going to come to this room with this skull and skull statue, or maybe it's a real one just kind of implanted there. But either way, you're going to want to come around behind it, hit this switch. Now the switch is going to bring up these two jump pads, excuse me. And then from right there, just look to the left, and we're going to, now guys, this is kind of tricky. It took me a few tries, but the wall we want is right there. You're going to want to jump up and kind of hit it and get in there. It's going to be another record. But from here, once you jump across and knock this thing down, you're going to drop down the hole. You're going to see you're going to come around the corner here. Sorry, you're going to go up down an elevator, then see the hazmat suit. Then you're going to go to right. This is by far the hardest collectible to find and get. It's right after this predator suit point right here in the way. But if you do miss it, you're going to have to restart checkpoint, and it'll bring you right back up to the top here, and you can try again. It's right above these bookshelf looking things. It's kind of hard to see. It's just right over here. It's like a gate. It took me at least 6-7 tries to get this. Just keep restarting checkpoint until you grab it, guys. It's definitely worth it because, like I said, it's also that specific trophy. Now the last two collectibles in the game, once you get up here, the second area that looks like this, when you kill the last enemy, it's going to drop this gate. And once you drop the gate, you can come up and you'll see it right in your path, the Burning Codex. Now the last one is another mastery token. It's going to be right down here. But I really do hope you guys felt like this was useful. I hope to see you guys in Chapter 10. Please like, comment, and subscribe.